Jim.
The soil he did crawl.
Earthworm Jim.
A super suit did fall. Jim was just a dirt-eating, chewy length of worm flesh, but all that came to a crash.
Alright, more asteroid shenanigans. So it's time to race Psy-Crow again.
I'm a rocket
We've been doing a lot of this. And like I said in the last race, this is kind of the point where I'm gonna really kind of struggle to get through these races with him. And I've practiced this one a few times. I'm getting better at it. So I may or may not be able to complete this one. Let's see what happens. Psy-Crow does a much better job in this race going after those speed boosts than he does in some of the other ones. But we can keep up. Now we're ahead of him, so that's a good sign. Yeah, that didn't last long. Alright, I can still ram into him. The asteroids are not a problem for him, though. Only for me. Come on, catch up with him. There we go. Alright, that puts us ahead of him, and we're just about at the final. Did it.
I win!
Alright, celebrate your victory while you can, Jim. These things are going to get tough. Alright, there's your password if you want to play along. Because it is time for Pete's sake. This may be the most frustrating level in the game, and I'm going to show you why. See that little pink doggy right there that just got grabbed by that tentacle? He does that. Turns into a monster and drags you back. We kind of just have to take care of Peter here as he happily skips along the stage. We got to protect him from all sorts of harm while protecting ourselves from those sorts of harm. Now, in case you saw there, when we shoot at him, he'll duck. So that's good. But if we worm whip him, it does nothing for the miss. Let's try that again. So yeah, if he just keeps walking, he's going to go off the cliff. If we worm whip, he goes flying up in the air. And we can knock these tentacles out of the way. We can't destroy anything on this stage. Except those, actually no, we can probably destroy most of the things on this stage. It's just the tentacles that we can't do anything with. Alright, so meteors. We gotta shoot these out of the air and they're gonna hurt us. They don't slow down Peter though. Now we can either jump on these springs and let Peter walk on them with us, or we can whip him over them. I kind of go with whatever happens to be easier at the moment. These UFOs are annoying. If we give them the chance, they'll put us in sort of like a tractor beam. It just keeps us stuck there for a little bit. I'm probably doing relatively okay. But this level can be tremendously annoying and tremendously difficult. But if you change your approach a little bit, you can get better. For example, sometimes it's better to let Peter take out these tentacles than try to just get him over them. Now I can also whip him in the air to keep him going. I didn't want him to get caught by that tentacle, but hey. Problem though is, not only do we get brought back into the stage, we also take about 10% of our health. So we can't get damaged by Peter too often. But there's a good chunk of our health back. I am going to let him take this one out. And look how far we go back, though. The stage kind of has built-in checkpoints. So Peter will only take us back as far as the relevant checkpoint. He's not going to take us back to the beginning of the stage or anything. Alright, we're going to get a little bit of a respite here as that crane carries him along. And he looks so upset. Look at those eyes. That is just a very onset tupper. Onset? Upset? He's set. Let's take out as many of these meteorites as possible. There we go. There's that tractor beam. Now Pete's gonna fall down. Didn't take us very far, but we're not gonna survive the next bit of damage he deals. Okay, good. Whip him up to the platform and whip him across. So I'd probably say we're roughly about halfway through the level. Maybe a little more than halfway. But this is also the point where I start to struggle. And I'm going to struggle less by letting Peter take care of those tentacles. That's what we call a pro-gaming strat. Let Peter just destroy your enemies for you. Sometimes it's worth it to take that 10% health hit. No, 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 Peter, no! Screw that. Oh. That's alright, we're not that far off. And there's a yellow energy ball there that will heal us back to full. I'd say probably the energy ball. Like, yeah, that orange one is closer to the halfway. If I can get through this next couple of bits without problem. Oh, I haven't mentioned it because it doesn't come up often, but it is possible to knock poor Peter back the way you came. Dang. Now, in terms of the game's story, I don't know why Peter transforms into the monster. I think in the cartoon story, it was Evil the Cat kind of cursed him. Oh, I might miss that one off. I think in the comics, though, it was Professor Monkey for a Head did something to him. Alright, and we're home free. So there was that cow again. So look, we have our choice. We can either just let Peter go home, or we can advance. I'm going to do the stupid thing and advance. So the stage, you know, could have been over. I could have had enough. No. Now, thankfully, Peter will always take us back here. So if I screw up really bad, it's, you know, it's just back to where we were, essentially. But there are a couple of goodies we can get if I can get through this. Now, I'd never completed the advanced part of this, and I don't think we're going to do it now, but hey, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Wrap this one up. No, Peter. So yeah, all the way back here. Let's give it one more shot. Alright, well, I said only one more shot, and that was one more shot. So let's just let Peter go home, stop screwing around. And he is very happy to be home. Look at him waving goodbye to us. And I'm going to wave goodbye to you too, because that's the end of this episode. But we'll get together next time and see where Jim's adventures take us. See you then.
Fine.